This video will show you how to find the library hub page and how to find the catalog, which will lead you to the virtual library. So first I'm going to go to Home HWDSB. And I'm going to locate the hub icon. I'm going to click on it. And because I'm already signed in, it should let me right into the hub. So here you'll see all of the courses that I've had something to do with in the past few years. I'm going to find my most recent library hub page, which is this one here. So all teachers should have access to Library-O1 Learning Commons Glendale. If you do not, please let me know and I will add you to it. So you'll see that the Glendale hub page has a few things available to you in your classes. The first is the catalog, which is tied to the virtual library as well. On the left-hand side, you'll see that there's a section called Pathfinders and Library Lessons. So if you've brought your class in to see me and we worked on something specific, you'll find the lessons under the appropriate subject area. In the middle, you'll also find some news items. And on the right, I have a space for students to suggest a book, or teachers, some tweets, and some guides on the left-hand side. For example, the MLA guide or the APA guide, a couple other tools that might be of help to students. So we're going to go back to the catalog and databases section, and you're going to click on the icon that looks like two computers with books on top of them. So what you see here is the catalog that we have tied to our library, and right now, because we're working from home, we won't be able to put a hold on a physical book, but some of the ebooks are tied to this catalog. So at the top, you can search for a book or an author. You can search for just ebooks, as you can see in this field. You can search for title, author, subject, or series. I just put in cars to show you a couple of things. One is that the very first result is showing you that the format is an arrow, which means it's a downloadable book. And on the right-hand side, you'll see the button that says download. Once you do that, it'll ask you for your OEN number if you're a student, or your work number, your teacher ID. If it has a call number, then it is a physical book in the actual library at the school. Now I'm going to go back to the home icon here. Let me just go back there. And it'll bring me back to the beginning. What I want you to pay attention to are the quick links on the right-hand side. The sort of purpley quick link virtual library A to Z is where I direct a lot of students to look for articles, ebooks, news articles, journal articles that might support a research project. You also have a very quick link to Power Search, which will search a number of databases that are owned by Gale. You have Britannica, both the image quest or the actual encyclopedia. And then you have some other favorites, such as Canadian Points of View, which will look at Canadian subjects from various viewpoints. Cultured Grams will allow you to look at a number of cultures and countries and learn about their geography and their customs and so much more. Emacs is the same as Sora. It is going to allow you to get ebooks. So if you are working off of a desktop rather than an iPad, then you can go into Sora through that button. However, if you have an iPad, it's best to download Sora, and you can see one of the other videos that might be able to help you. So at the bottom, there is a link to Salem Press. Salem Press is unique to Glendale because we have purchased some ebooks, and they have anything that is science related. There's a lot of literature help, so students should be directed there as well if they're doing some research. All of these things are tied to the virtual library A to Z. So I'm going to go in there and you'll see that it is listed A to Z, so the entire alphabet. And what I tell students is that each of these buttons represents a library in itself. So if you were to walk in through the library doors, you would be able to see that in one room we have a variety of resources, and they can be nonfiction, fiction, magazines. However, these databases also have journal articles, videos, and some of them even vet internet sites, websites. The best thing to do is to scroll through and read the little descriptions so that you can see what each database has, and then you can search inside of the databases for a specific article or journal title if you'd like. So that's a really quick way just to show you what the virtual library has. Hope this is helpful.